Hey guys, came for 15, joined by my puppy.
Yeah, show off your puppy.
Now, if people see what my dog looks like, well, they'll think, what the hell type of creature is that?
At least he's not calling me puppy, because every time he calls me, he starts calling me puppy for some reason.
All right, Wolfie.
Yeah, that makes it better. Yeah, that makes it much better.
We're back with Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf, and apologies for the super late episode review. Um, I'm just,
Life gets in the way.
yeah, life gets in the way. I don't know, man. We just, a few hours ago, we just did our anime what we will watch for fall of anime 2024, and there were some shows that it's like, oh crap, there's a lot of shows that I do want to talk about the channel, but how am I gonna freaking multitask with all these damn work days?
Well, there we have it, folks.
Anyways, Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. Listen, man, this episode was crazy. Well, funny, crazy because we see the return of characters that people never thought they would see again.
Yep.
Good old Mavis and Zeref. And Igneal, I guess, if you want to add that too.
Even though I guess it's just inside of Natsu's mind, but yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, anyways, let's start off the review with the pedo.
Let's not use that word here.
No, that's what he is. He talking about eating little girls.
You're talking about eating dragons, apparently.
Anyways, we see Spider Dragon. Obviously, from the last episode or the last time we saw this moment, he wrapped Wendy and Carla up in the web. And the thing is, we see him first, and he's just like, "Oh, I gotta eat you!" And then he wraps her in a
Oh,
cocoon,
the way you
essentially.
said it.
And this man's given suggestive like tongue looks and everything, or he's like,
Yeah, that is a freaky. That is freaky.
yeah.
Is that really a
He
dragon slayer?
looks like he's about to, after wrapping her up, he looks like she's gonna be getting eaten. Carla screaming, "Oh, Wendy!" But Wendy escapes. I know, chill, puppy. Um, my dog was moaning or
I,
whining.
whenever you say puppy, I can't unhear you calling me puppy.
No, that's not what I mean. Come here. Anyways, Wendy ends up breaking out.
Yeah.
Um, she's stuck in a cocoon,
Ye-
and she tries to run up to do an attack, and she does her clumsy Wendy shit, where she.
And that is funny and adorable.
I find it more funny than adorable, but it's all right.
It's funny and adorable.
She falls flat on her face like she typically does, because we know Wendy to be a very clumsy girl.
hmm
She isn't big chested, and she's clumsy.
Okay, that first part was unnecessary, but okay.
No, listen, it's facts.
Yeah, but that come on, don't rub it in her face already. She's already been remaining. She's been going
Yes,
through it.
yes. I'm gonna tell the fictional character that should I name if I get another dog, should I name my dog Wendy? Wendy Marvel?
How original.
Whatever, whatever. Anyways, we go from that situation. So it seems like Wendy broke out and she tripped. Even Tongue Boy is like, huh?
Uh,
Anyways, we go over to Lucy. Yay, Lucy! Yes, yes. Very voluptuous Lucy Hartfilia. And
that
well,
coffee is mine.
she is not doing too hot. We find out that Loki ends up getting defeated. Our Virgo was already tied up, so I don't know what the fuck she talking.
Yeah, begging for more punishment again.
Begging for more punishment, and eventually Lucy closes the gates for them because Yeah, anyways, she then pulls out Tauros, which again is one of her other star dress forms, I guess you could say, that looks very attractive. And it's funny because I swear to God, the fact that they did the boob moving, the boob jiggles, every time she was on her knees or something like that. Listen, I understand. It's nice. It's a nice fan service angle. I've seen enough boob jiggle.
Welcome to Fairy Tail.
Um, she brings out Tauros. Tauros is like, "Oh, I love your storage." I'm like, "Of course you do. You know, we know." Tauros the pervert.
The Tauros form is the best.
Yeah. She also brings out Gemini, and the Gemini transforms into Lizana to basically make Mary
Mira.
Jane go back to normal. He's like, "Oh, God, yeah."
I, I know it's a fake, but I cannot attack her.
Oh God, we got Mary Jane having a sister complex. Oh, shit.
That's not what's happening, dude. Why do you have to ruin every moment like
I
that?
know, I know. Can I be funny? I want to tell jokes. I want to be entertaining.
Jesus. Fir- yeah. First you thought incest is Wincest and this was my stepsister and now this?
Technically, if you watch all, yeah, Yuki does say incest.
That's it.
So don't steal her lines, please. Thank you. Anyways, um, it looks like okay, maybe Lucy can get the upper hand on them and maybe knock them out from behind. Now, albeit I don't think that will work on Mira Jane, but might try.
Yeah.
But we have it to where Scullion gets involved and he just turns Gemini to ashes, or his Lizana transformation. Gemini goes back to normal. And because of this, this pisses off Mira Jane because she's just like, "You're the one that got rid of my sister, didn't you?" They start fighting, and shockingly enough, Mira Jane and Elfman start scrapping with the members of Diablos, Mad Mole, and Scullion. But the difference is, Mira Jane is having some trouble with Scullion because obviously he's just turns to ash. He's literally fucking Smoker from One Piece right now. And also you need Wendy to even fight against this guy so far from what we can see in the series. And then you have it to where Elfman tries to hit Mad Mole, but he damn near looks like he badly injures himself and deforms out of his monster form.
Yeah. He Madmo is a well, yes. He learned that the hard way that the Madmo is the armored dragon, so
Well, when it all looks like Lucy's gonna maybe get involved in everything, who gets in the way?
Lizana.
Now, Lizana transforms into a snake serpent form. Shit, if she had long hair, you could say she's Medusa, really, but no. Well, I guess you can say some what she's doing with her eye movements and everything, but she basically is squeezing.
That never really occurred to me until now, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. She starts to squeeze Lucy, I guess, to damn near death, and she's just talking Lucy down or Lucy up, saying like, didn't have to be like this, Lucy. You know, it's time you join and become whited out, essentially. You can technically make the case where it's like, oh, maybe this is the part where Lizana be like, "You stole my Natsu from me."
I think this series stopped shipping Natsu and Lizana a long time ago.
I know, but they could have brought something back. Mashima could have made a little side.
Honestly, I agree. I honestly would like to see that kind of storyline, but yeah, it's not that kind of anime. Let's be real.
Yeah, and plus that kind of storyline would have happened like probably like shortly after the Edalus arc ended, where maybe Lizana is a little bit jealous of the fact like you're hanging out with Natsu a lot. You don't like him by any chance, do you? Now who knows? Maybe we might get a little mini filler arc to where, or maybe it develops, a little mini side arc, you know, where maybe Lizana pegs at freaking Lucy, even like, how have you been with Natsu your entire life, but you don't like him? You know, maybe that would fuel their relationship or fuel Lucy to finally actually confess her goddamn feelings to Natsu.
I wonder, because you know how she started out like, we're totally not a couple.
Yes,
up until now.
I know.
She'd be hugging him from behind and stuff, and
Dog, I don't get it. I'm deep down. Lucy denies it, but we all know deep down Lucy does love Natsu. More than just a friend. She loves him a lot, a lot. She doesn't do all this shit if not for Natsu.
mm-hmm.
But anyway, she squeezes her and everything, and Lasagna's just like, we don't have to be enemies anymore. Just be whited out with me. And her eyes start glowing white, and then Lucy's eyes start glowing white. So I don't know if that also means the fairy tale people also have the abilities like Toka to white out our heroes, our group, or but it is very interesting. We're kind of left off on a cliffhanger there.
Although I do remember like Julia looking somewhat possessed for a bit there when she was talking about the white mage. So I'm guessing she basically did the same thing to Lasagna a bit right there. Maybe.
Well, with Juvia, that was Toka doing that to spread the word to them. So, yeah. We find out what's going on with the Urza situation. Kiria, who, listen, man, every time Kiria's starting to make me feel some sort of way the more I keep seeing her in this show, man. I don't know if I can keep up, man.
I know what you mean.
You do see her fight with Loxus a bit. Loxus is holding his own.
And then she pulled off like a blade splitting roar, which is cool ass move, by the way.
Yes, it literally strips Loxus out of his robes. Now, one of my favorite reactors, Super Mecha Frieza. She'd probably be fangirling right now, and if this was an anime, she'd have hearts in her eyes.
Did she post any more reactions about Fairy Tail actually?
I've only seen shorts. I think because she keeps getting copyright strikes on those reviews.
That's unfortunate.
That's why it's hard for her to post that stuff, which is quite shocking. I do, and the only reason that I want to see a reaction to the Jalal losing his goddamn mind shit.
Well,
now she posted the YouTube short about that.
I've seen that short, yeah.
But I would like to see it. But I listen. I can't believe I hate YouTube. I understand. Whatever. Anyways, what happened? So Urs is just watching this. She's like, "Well, everything's getting quite hectic. I can go grab grab the core and make sure that they don't destroy it."
Mm-hmm.
What happens when she tries to do it?
Snake bind from Jalal, or bind snake. I forgot the snake bind snake. I forgot what it's called.
Whatever, it's the same thing. Anyways, continue on.
Yes. Jalal binded her, then grabs her, and then runs away with her in his arms. Yeah,
What does he tell Urza that he wants to do to her?
Let's do a lot of things to each other, and then Urza goes like, "Wait, aren't you after the spirit orb? Don't you want to do that and stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're right. But you're my number one priority right now."
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like Urza says,
he's gonna take her to the white mage to get whited out, and then Urza's just over here like, he's fucking hopeless.
Yeah, he's a lost cause.
Listen, if Jalal turns back, I hope he genuinely understands what the fuck he just did.
Yeah.
Also, I can't ignore the fact this man said, we need to do stuff to each other. What stuff are you implying you want to do with Urza?
I think you know what.
Yeah, I think I know what. The man is shirtless in his underwear, running around like Gray. And clearly he binded her shut. And it's just like, and plus and last time we saw them, he damn near almost went all in to the point he was about to get down and dirty with Urza.
I mean,
to be honest, he
did low-key provoke him with the seductive stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe she would have just taken it and just enjoyed it. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I would not know how to feel about that, considering the situation, in my opinion.
Listen, she gonna have a stern talk with Jalal saying like, you don't need to. And the funny part after all of this, Urz is like, this man's a lost cause, but I like him.
Oh my god, these two just hook up already.
I know, just hook up already. So the problem is they keep hiding their damn feelings. They're like, we don't have time for relationship stuff. We got our own shit. I'm like, you keep trying to play it off or trying to keep like running away from your what's eventually going to happen between the two. We know you two have had feelings for each other. Just give in to the temptation. It's too bad that Jalal has to be controlled to give in to the temptation, but I digress.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Once he turns back, he'll like, what the heck was I doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he's wondering, what if Urza gets frisky with me?
Uh. Well, we've seen a hint of that with the seductive, um, seductive maid armor.
Yeah. Anyways, mostly the main part of this episode is Natsu dealing with Ghost Boy. So what happens is basically we have it to where Ghost Boy takes away Natsu's soul from his body and Natsu dies.
Temporarily, yes.
So Natsu goes to this world that's basically in his head. It's not like they explain when obviously when Zeref shows up, he essentially says he's like, yeah, this isn't really heaven or hell. It's just kind of shit made up from your own imagination, essentially, from what they specified.
Yeah.
But I remember reading this in the manga, and it was pretty wicked to see Zeref again. I was like, oh shit.
And not just Zeref, but the first master Mavis herself also.
Yes, Mavis there, and shockingly enough, they're kids.
Yeah, they're married and they have a family, which is quite wholesome to see.
Yes, even though this is imaginary world, dude, it does feel good to see like, okay, yeah, definitely. It was nice. Now it was funny because when Natsu saw Mavis, he's like, found her, and then freaking Zera's like, all right,
hands off my wife.
Yeah, can you please get your hands off my wife? The man is like, no, do not fill her up. You can't do this. I'm like, Ninja, that's your brother.
I was like, wife?
Like, your brother can't hug basically his sister-in-law?
And now he has nephews too.
He does have nephews, which is August and what was the other one?
August and
It wasn't Larcade. It wasn't Larcade.
Larcade?
No, it wasn't Larcade. I don't think it was.
I think it was Larcade, no?
Maybe. You might be right. You might be right.
Yeah, I think it's Larcade. Yeah.
But essentially they kind of talk to him a bit and they tell him more about this imaginary world and the fact, and Natsu's like, well, I don't know if I'll be able to like defeat this ghost guy. And basically they're like, well, you've done everything you can do. You'll beat him and everything. It was kind of nice to see it. The moment was nice because you actually kind of see Natsu and Zeref kind of bond together a bit. Because and Zeref, even though again, like I said, quote unquote, they say later, like, yeah, this is imaginary type of world for you. So, but Zeref kind of in a weird way, kind of like apologizes for what he did in the last season of Fairy Tail, where he's like, yeah, I apologize for hurting all your friends and everything. I should have did that. Now he does specify, he's like, well, I don't know if your friends would accept my apology anyways for everything I've done to them, but I'm glad that you would take my apology.
Yeah, he even points out like it just goes to show that Natsu is a good boy and good person at heart. So
yeah, Inyo comes back.
Dragon.
Yes. Now Natsu doesn't make a mention. Now again, this is all in his head essentially. But Natsu doesn't mention Ignia to Igneo, and Igneo doesn't make any reference to it, which is strange, but whatever. Essentially, this is the part where Igneo's just like, listen, you don't have to worry about anything. Just let you know, we're all in your heart. and will always be there, essentially. And will be there right by your side. So, a nice little moment and everything. It was nice to see Zeref and Mavis again. Basically, kind of get a what if scenario if Zeref never ultimately strayed from the path and went evil.
Evil.
You know, but we know the reason why he did is because, well, Natsu in the past actually died, and he used basically dark magic to bring him back to life. And
As a demon.
Yeah, as a demon, and created E&D. So.
And now Natsu's like, right now my enemy is a ghost and I can't hit him, and like Igneo makes a mention. Well, right now you're somewhat of a ghost yourself, aren't you? So,
Yeah.
now and right now, and then as they're about to part ways, Zeref makes a mention. Natsu won't remember any of this. He won't remember any of this. So yes, and Natsu says his goodbyes, and the last thing he says, "Big bro, it's good to see you're happy. Take care of First Master, all right?" Honestly, I like the fact that he said "big bro" to Zeref. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a full circle moment, you know? He didn't really like him because everything he did, and then, you know, obviously, now he's like, well, this is my brother, so.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember when he rejected the fact that he was even related to Zeref.
Yeah. Do you think you can please call me older brother? Hell no.
He gets back. He ends up punching Ghost Dragon Boy. Ghost Dragon Boy is absolutely shocked by this. He's like, wait, he's moving. That should not be happening. And then he manifests himself into his regular body. He's not in his body, but his regular looking self. Natsu does make the mention. He's like, I don't know how I'm able to do this, but for some weird reason, I do feel like I was told to do this. Like, he doesn't remember his little mind space, I guess, vision or whatever. But you know, he has some temporary like, well, I think somebody told me to do this or whatever. He starts beating up the Ghost Dragon and everything, and the Ghost Dragon's just getting his ass whooped. And then he's just like, well, let's play games now. You won't hurt your friend. So he basically goes into Happy. He gives Happy, and he makes Happy look all... He makes Happy with these damn ass looks look like some sort of perverted cat.
Perverted cat? That's a perverted cat? It's more like a high cat and someone who hasn't slept in days kind of cat.
You did have dark ass bags under his eye, but
yeah. What do you mean perverted cat? What the heck?
Maybe it's just the looks he was given. I don't know. Anyways, Ghost Dragon Boy was like, "You ain't gonna attack your friend, aren't you?" And that's just like,
I mean, if it's to save him. Sorry, Happy.
Punches the shit out of Happy, and Happy gets back, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, he didn't even know what punched him actually.
So yeah, and then what happens after that?
He continues to punch Dragon. He continues to punch the Ghost Dragon, and then he escapes. And then Natsu's about to go after him, but then he turns back to Happy, still like crying over not his body. So Natsu temporarily takes over his own body and goes like, "Don't worry, Happy. I'm just gonna go fight the ghost right now. Just take care of my buddy while I'm gone." And then he goes back.
Yeah, that's basically it. But anyways, yeah, solid episode. Anyways, yeah. So I gotta get out of here so I can let my dog out and things like that. So till then, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like in the comment section. Blah 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 blah. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a code link in the description below to my co-host channel. Stuff like that. Till then, guys, stay safe. Have a fun day. Peace.
Peace.